Hi everyone. I just wanted to share a moment just now that I just experienced on my yoga mat. And what I wanted to share is my morning sort of slipped by a little bit this morning, and time got away. And then I was thinking to myself, I've got to do this, and this. Classic case. And then I thought to myself, I haven't got time. I haven't got time to do some yoga. And then I thought to myself, just do 15 minutes. And honestly, to anyone who has an ADHD brain, any mental health things, 15 minutes at the start of your day can mean everything throughout your day. So, and I could feel my brain and my eyes sort of come online, and yeah, it just actually really helps. Sorry, I do have clothes on. It actually just really helps. Just to, just get back in our bodies, set our nervous system for the day. And I could actually even feel like a little bit of agitation in my body. It wasn't huge, but it would have escalated over the day. So that's how we set ourselves up for a win. That's how we can move better in the world. That's how we can interact better in our relationships. And that's how we can get clarity and know that something that, is maybe a thought that's in our mind. That's how we know when it's our thought and not our ego. So that's the difference. Like, it's the magnitude of just doing that little. And I was even thinking, it doesn't even need to be 15 minutes, even just 5-10 minutes at the start of your day, even 30 seconds at the start of your day, just to be with yourself and just, even just like, well, obviously I would normally have two hands, but just sort of doing that on your chest activates your thymus gland. Tapping on either your forehead points, your side eye, underneath your eye, like the top of your lip, the bottom of your chin, bottom of your lip, on your collarbone, just that little soft fleshy bit, and you can go underneath and back on your head. So that actually helps. It talks to the brain, to the amygdala in the brain, and it's called EFT, so emotional freedom technique, and it really does help with emotional freedom. So it just stops, it sort of diffuses the emotional charge out of things. Sometimes I use it to release, other times I use it to draw things towards me. So this morning I started just saying clear, so obviously just getting rid of like anything of whatever. And then I started to visualize, the life that I want, and just saying powerful words that resonate and vibrate with that and that are aligned with that. It was just 333. And so I just wanted to share, because I know firsthand that if you are living with any mental health issues and things like that at the moment, then it's hard. Not only is it hard to live with, it's hard to trust. It's hard to trust yourself, and it's hard to trust others. So when our brain tells us that we haven't got enough time to do something, it's hard to trust whether that's real or whether we should just persevere and do it for 2 minutes, for 1 minute, for 30 seconds. Because I can guarantee you, when you do it for 30 seconds, one breath, that you will feel better and you will want to linger there longer. And that's literally just what happened to me on my yoga mat. I just felt so good. And so I just sort of sat there on my yoga mat, and I did do a little bit of tapping after a stretch. And then I just gave myself a hug, at one stage, and just, so the rules are, there are no rules. And don't be afraid to love on yourself and love on your body and touch yourself even how you want to be touched. And then when doing that, you actually invite that in from somebody else. So you're setting that bar and that baseline of the kind of interaction that you want to feel and that you want to know, and to feel inside and out. So yeah, and I just done a little bit of yoga just now, but pretty frequently I do qigong. So qigong is spelled Qigong. And I was just thinking on my yoga mat just now, I was sort of just had a little thought of how far I had come and my nervous system had come, and I thought Kundalini yoga and qigong are probably the two primary things that I know in my life what work for me, and yoga. But Kundalini yoga was the quickest way I know how to shift and sort of breath work. Like I was doing a little bit of breath of fire. And Kundalini is the quickest way that I know to calm your nervous system. So somatic breathing and things like that, yes, absolutely. But qigong is really, really powerful. It's sort of, it's from ancient sort of Chinese sort of, well, Tai Chi is a component of the umbrella of qigong. Like qigong is the umbrella, and then Tai Chi is like a little, shoot off. So it's powerful and it's beautiful, and there's no one answer, guys. There's no one answer. It's multiple things, and you layer them up, you mix them up, and you stack them up, and and you add them in, and eventually, just start with like breathing, self-love, self-care, and water. Don't even worry about anything else. Don't even worry about taking anything out straight away. Just add in more water, a little bit of movement, a little bit of breathing. Morning, ideally, or at the end of the evening, whenever you can, but ideally they would be your two best times. And like obviously introducing some food and sort of paying attention to your gut health. And so anyways, I really just wanted to jump in here and just share that of how the simple things in life and how powerful, just a handful of minutes are. I remember Tony Robbins saying one time, if you haven't got 15 minutes, you don't have a life. If you don't have 15 minutes, you don't have a life. But I agree with that. But I will say, when we're struggling with, ADHD, overwhelm, anxious brain, anxiety, depression, depression, you just can't be fucked. Anxiety, again, it's that illusion that you just think you haven't got time. You've got all these other things to do, you have not got time. Wouldn't it be nice? And the thing is, it is nice, and it will really help you. And again, it doesn't even have to be 15 minutes. Just bypass the illusion that you don't have time. Jump on, and qigong, you don't even need a yoga mat. Just Google, and sometimes I just Google 5-minute morning, routine sort of thing, or practice, whatever. 10 minutes, there's, like Morning Magic, Lee Holden. That was one of my go-tos for many years, and it's like a 7-minute thing. And it just feels beautiful, guys, like just to sort of open yourself up. And even if you are smoking and things like that, which has been a thing of mine for a bit of time. Like the thing is as well, you don't even need to change those things straight away. Just crowd it out. Just crowd it out with the good stuff. And sort of label to yourself the good that you actually are doing in your life. And that's how you can start to build yourself, rather than buy into the illusion that you're not good, you're not doing this, you're not doing that, you're not good enough, who do you think you are? You're not worthy, in a nutshell. So it's like when we do these little things for our brain and our body and our nervous system, it really, really helps to help set you up for a win in all areas of life, inside your relationships, inside your job, inside your home, inside yourself. So happy healing.